A major shift in African cooperation is taking shape as President Cyril Ramaphosa highlights growing ties between South Africa and Kenya in trade, technology, energy, and tourism. With visa-free travel already boosting business and people-to-people connections, could this partnership unlock even bigger opportunities across the continent? Stay tuned as we dive into the main story.
Importantly, our cooperation is expanding into new areas as well. Green energy, climate-smart industrialization, digital trade, artificial intelligence, maritime cooperation, e-mobility, and skills development. These are areas that both our economies are venturing into. Such cooperation will create opportunities to transform lives, empower young people, and build the resilience of our two economies. We look forward to finalizing several strategic memoranda of understanding during this visit, covering agriculture, tourism, ICT, energy, transport, and maritime cooperation. These agreements will deepen our collaboration and will provide practical benefits to the citizens of our countries. I'm especially pleased by the proposal to establish a South Africa-Kenya Joint Business Council, which will give our private sector a stronger voice in shaping trade and investment. Our people-to-people ties are flourishing. The decision that we took together in 2022, where you insisted, Mr. President, that you would not allow me to leave Kenya without us reaching agreement on the visa-free access issue, was one of our best decisions because it immediately led to instant implementation. So much as I felt you twisted my arm, I think it was a good twisting of the arm because both countries are benefiting now. Tourism, business, travel, and cultural exchange have grown. This is clear.
A growing partnership between two of Africa's most influential economies is drawing attention as South Africa and Kenya move to strengthen cooperation across several important sectors. President Cyril Ramaphosa says the relationship between the two countries is expanding in key areas, including trade, technology, energy, and tourism. His remarks suggest that both nations are looking beyond traditional diplomatic engagement and focusing on practical opportunities that could deliver economic and social benefits. What makes this development noteworthy is that it reflects a broader trend taking shape across the African continent. Rather than viewing growth solely through national priorities, many governments are increasingly exploring regional partnerships that can unlock new markets, attract investment, and encourage the exchange of skills and ideas. Among the areas highlighted by Ramaphosa is trade. Stronger commercial ties between South Africa and Kenya could create opportunities for businesses operating in both countries. When two major economies deepen economic cooperation, the effects can extend beyond large corporations. Small and medium-sized businesses often benefit from improved access to customers, suppliers, and cross-border partnerships. Technology is another area receiving attention. In today's economy, innovation plays a critical role in competitiveness and development. Closer collaboration in technology can encourage knowledge sharing, support digital transformation, and create opportunities for entrepreneurs working in rapidly growing sectors. The inclusion of energy cooperation is also significant. Energy remains one of the most important challenges and opportunities facing many countries. Reliable and sustainable energy systems are essential for economic growth, industrial development, and improved quality of life. Greater cooperation could open the door to new ideas, investments, and partnerships aimed at strengthening energy security. Tourism forms another important part of the conversation. Travel not only contributes to economic activity but also helps people develop a better understanding of one another's cultures and societies. Strong tourism links can support jobs, generate revenue, and encourage broader engagement between nations. A major point highlighted by Ramaphosa was the visa-free travel agreement introduced in 2022. He praised the arrangement for helping strengthen business activity, tourism, and people-to-people connections between South Africa and Kenya. This aspect of the relationship deserves particular attention because travel policies often have a direct impact on how easily individuals and businesses can interact. Reducing barriers to movement can make it easier for entrepreneurs to explore opportunities, for tourists to visit new destinations, and for families and communities to maintain connections across borders. The importance of people-to-people ties is sometimes overlooked in discussions focused on economics and diplomacy. Yet relationships between ordinary citizens often serve as the foundation for stronger long-term cooperation. Business agreements and government partnerships can create opportunities, but personal connections frequently help sustain them. This situation highlights how regional integration is not only about government policy. It is also about creating conditions that allow individuals to engage more freely with one another. When travel becomes simpler, new possibilities emerge for education, cultural exchange, business networking, and tourism. The growing relationship between South Africa and Kenya may also carry significance beyond the two countries themselves. As some of Africa's largest and most influential economies, their cooperation can send a signal about the value of regional collaboration in addressing shared opportunities and challenges. Another interesting aspect is the diversity of the sectors being discussed. Trade, technology, energy, and tourism are all interconnected in different ways. Progress in one area can often support growth in another. Improved business relationships can encourage investment in technology. Stronger energy systems can support economic expansion. Tourism can create demand for infrastructure and services. This raises questions about how future cooperation may evolve. Could additional agreements emerge? Will businesses increase cross-border investment? Might technological partnerships become a larger focus in the years ahead? While those questions remain unanswered, the emphasis on cooperation suggests a desire to build on existing progress. For citizens, investors, and businesses, the message is clear. South Africa and Kenya appear committed to expanding engagement in ways that could create new opportunities and strengthen connections between their people. As discussions continue, attention will likely focus on how these ambitions are translated into practical outcomes. Announcements and agreements are important, but their long-term impact will depend on implementation and sustained commitment. For now, the emphasis on deeper cooperation, combined with praise for the visa-free travel arrangement, reflects a relationship that both countries appear eager to develop further. And perhaps the most important takeaway is this: in a world where economic competition is intensifying, partnerships built on shared opportunity, easier movement, and stronger human connections may prove just as valuable as any single policy or investment.